everyone, Andy here with my cancer journey. I hope you're all doing okay today. I'm gonna finish up talking about having blood transfusions, and it's a bit of information about blood transfusions and why you have to have them, why I had them. So yeah, let's go. I really hope that this is helpful and it helps to make the other videos a bit more understanding as well. I don't know, it'd be interesting if you could leave me some comments and let me know feedback, how these videos are doing. Alright, let's get into it. Without further ado, here we go. So I've been doing some research on the computer whilst I've been making these videos, and what I found out was that red blood cells, they contain a protein called hemoglobins, and these blood cells, and they carry oxygen around your body, so they are very important. And yeah, you literally deteriorate without the red blood cells to pump oxygen around your body. You can get anemic and things like that. This is my sort of story about why I had to have the blood transfusions. So let's get into it. My hemoglobin levels, they just constantly kept on dropping, and the doctors were basically trying to keep me alive with these blood transfusions, because the chemotherapy was so intense. The treatment that I was having, it was killing the red blood cells off, and me basically. So the treatment was very, very nasty. Not everyone has to have blood transfusions as much as I did. Might have them now and again because you are anemic, and you can't actually have any more chemo until your hemoglobin levels have gone up. So I'd go back to hospital and have a test to check whether they'd gone back up, and then I'd have my chemotherapy. Before I had the blood transfusions, I was anemic and my hemoglobin levels were so low that to be able to continue the treatment, I had to have these blood transfusions, and also so that I didn't die when they gave me the next course. They basically keep you at a point where, well, they kept me at a point where I was sort of being kept alive. They were having to keep me alive because they get it to a point where the chemo can't survive in your body. You're dying, the cancer's dying. It's unreal. So they were doing a lot to try and keep me alive, like keep me on that borderline, I think, so that the chemo wouldn't, the tumor wouldn't, well, whatever was left in my brain wouldn't be able to survive. So at the end of my 7 days, I'd have my blood test done to check my hemoglobin levels, and they'd be low, dangerously low. So I'd have to have the blood transfusions, go home, rest. And if you watched the last video, I explained about how I didn't do that. I went out and overdid it and made myself feel ill again. Just sort of wanted to say, like, don't push it just because you're starting to feel well. Enjoy feeling okay and chilling out. That's my best advice for that one. But yeah, I'd have these blood tests done, and you know, when I came back to hospital, they'd have to check my hemoglobin levels again to see whether they'd risen enough to be able to give me the chemotherapy. And it was scary times, but then when isn't it scary times? Like I said in my last video, fear consumed me, and somehow over the time I taught myself to use that fear to give me strength. And yeah, I turned it into energy to fight back. And I've learned from that, and I do that in life now. There's so much I've learned from my journey that I use in life. That's why I want to explain in these videos, because if I can learn from what I've been through and I can share it and you can learn, then that's amazing. And I thought I'd just do this bit of an explanation about sort of your red blood cells and stuff, and explain a bit about why you'd have to have a blood transfusion, because literally you get that poorly sometimes. I mean, 7 different drugs being pumped into me. It was very, very, very intense, and that was just blood transfusions was just part of the treatment. But I explained it was such an unusual feeling, like, and the thoughts when I was looking at it, this sack of blood there, that someone else's blood, and it's watching it going into me, it was really hard to accept. But the benefits from it were amazing, and I soon got past it, and just, yeah, I can remember saying, can I have a blood transfusion, because I don't feel well enough. But they have to be really, really, I mean, it's so important that it's given to the right people, and at the right time and stuff. So these doctors and these nurses in these oncology wards, they are amazing, and I grew to be good friends with a lot of them. Unfortunately, I didn't stay in contact with them, but I'm going to go back to Exeter Hospital, and I want to go onto the ward and talk to them about this, what I'm doing, and yeah, just how things are progressing in my life so much, especially in the last sort of few years. Things have really, really grown. I've grown as a person. I've been able to look back on all of this and turn it into some sort of positive energy that's helped me to keep going and keep fighting at those low times, because we all have low times. But I'm interested in finding out eventually what the chemotherapy and things like that, or the side effects, what side effects I have and what I can do to treat them, like not medical wise, but what can I do to try and help. We'll see, but stay tuned, because there's so much more to come, and I want to try and get a bit more factual about things like this as I'm doing more research. I'm learning more. If you head over to the Facebook page, then I'm posting like lots about what I'm making my videos about. I'll research, and I can share a video from YouTube onto my Facebook account. Andy Cancer Journey. It's yeah, it's worth following both, I think, if you can. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. Peace out. Stay strong. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification next to it to all, and smash the thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I can do different. It's been awesome talking to you all. Have an amazing day. The sun's out here. I'm going to get out this afternoon and have a lovely walk with my dog and just chill and get some lovely photos. I might make a nice photo slide to share on the site as well of what it's like in the eyes of a dog. That's a little video thing that I've got going on. So yeah, there's lots of things in the pipeline. It's all to do with recovery and things like that, because that's what it's going to build up to. Once I've talked to you about beating the cancer, we're going to talk about how I've recovered without any support. actually, I got a phone call today, and I'm going to be able to get some support, some actual counselling support, which is awesome. I slipped through all the gaps and stuff, and it's taken years and years and years, but I've got there. Persistence pays off. All right. Peace and lots of love.